Welcome to Board Game Empire. We're going to be showing you how to play and a full playthrough of It's a Wonderful Kingdom. This game will be coming out very soon to retail from Lucky Duck Games, correct? And this is a really fun two-player game. Basically, you're card drafting and collecting resources, and you're trying to basically construct. Well, there's two goals in this game based on the module that you've chosen. We chose the quest module, so we are going for a quest. You cannot win the game unless these three are optional, but you cannot win the game unless you've completed that fourth quest. This does have two sides. Right here shows the number of players. It has a 1-player and a 2-player side, so you can play this game solo. The quest that's required to win the game, you have to pay 15 of the soldiers, and you have to...
It's 10. Oh, yeah, it's 15.
This is a different one. You picked a different one. Yeah, this is a different one than we had last game. I was confused. I was like, that's not how many we paid. There's just several different quests. So this is the Usurper Quest. So you need to gather 15 soldier tokens, and basically you just pay those to the supply, and you gain 2 crystallium cubes when you do that, and you just place your quest token right here. You can only complete each quest one time. You have 4 tokens, so when you complete one, you put your quest token, and of course both players can have their quest tokens in each one. But again, you have to complete this one to be able to win the game. If no one completes it, no one wins. It's pretty easy to get the soldier tokens.
Well, we did the first one. It was 10. That's 15. So,
right.
And we barely made it. So.
But it is easy somewhat to get those soldier tokens. Or you get them through constructing cards. You get it through Supremacy when you're collecting gems or cubes in the production phase. I will go over all this later. I don't want to overwhelm you with so much information right at the beginning, but so you can choose several different modules, or 3 different modules, but we chose the quest one, and there's several different quests you can choose from to change the game up. The other modules available,
one's the Menace.
If you want more, take that. It has a 4 out of 5 interaction, 3 out of 5 for difficulty. So if you're wanting a more complex, take that game, you would want to play the Menace module, because it has, we haven't played that one yet. We've watched it played. So, but this one has menaces that you're playing against on top of your opponent. And those menaces, I think the opponent's trying to sneak those into your constructions. Just like we have the calamities, I'll show you those in a minute. But the menaces, I think you're also fighting them off with soldiers, and so there's more to it. It's not as simple as this version. We're showing you this version because it's, I feel, the one you would want to start with and then move up to the more difficult ones. The second one is the Advisors mode. That one has a 2 out of 5 interaction, and the difficulty is 2 out of 5. And basically, you have access to advisors. We haven't really looked into that one that much, but so I don't really want to talk on that one that much. It's in the rule book how you play that. The quest module is the most simplest. It's 1 out of 5 difficulty and 1 out of 5 interaction. There's not really that much take that other than passing off the calamity card, which is -4 points at the end of the game to your opponent. That's the only take that in this version. So it's more collecting resources, constructing, and it gives you a good feel of the game. Because the basics of the game stays the same. The modules just add an additional twist to it that makes it a little bit more complex and interesting when you play it. So I would think quest module, first one to start with, and then move up from there. Okay, so I went over the quest module. So, but the basics of the game, the base part of the game is the development cards. You'll be playing, basically, we deal out, in the quest module, we deal out 7 development cards and 1 calamity to each player for each round. There's 4 rounds. This is the round tracker. You start out with 1, and as you can see, this little teardrop is pointing that way. So round 1, this player goes first. Round 2, this player, red, goes first. Round 3, blue goes first. And round 4, red goes first. So that depicts the starting player, and it helps you keep track of the rounds. It's played over 4 rounds. At the end of the 4th round, if no one has did this final quest, no one wins. If only one person has done it, they win. But if both have done it, then you go on and you calculate the constructed cards, and I will show you that here in just a moment. Based on what you've constructed, there's in-game bonus points on them, and whoever has the most points wins in that scenario. So each round, you're going to be dealing out 7 development cards. There's both treasure, and treasure is just straight out, gives you resources. I'll show you a treasure card. They only have, in the upper right corner, they have the resources that you will gain. Then you've got these cards. These are the development cards. And those, as you can see in the left side, upper left, are the resources you need to construct that card. If you want to just trade it in for a resource, recycle it, the upper right is the resource you will get for just putting it in the discard pile and recycling it. And on the bottom,
kind of the top of the text.
Well, that's the bonus.
Yeah.
That's a one-time thing you get on top.
Once you complete this.
The resources on the bottom of the text are the ones you produce each round during the production phase. So you want to pay attention. I was forgetting to collect my bonuses I got on the top. I had to go back and collect all mine, because those you get soldiers, you get those crystallium cubes, which these are wild. They can be used for any resource. You get a lot of soldiers that way. Basically, it's all soldiers and crystallium cubes that you get as a bonus. And then anything underneath the title of the card are items you produce every round, which is going to help you construct more cards. So what we're going to be doing at the beginning of every round, you deal 1 development card. These are the offerings. So 1 on each side from the deck. Then Anthony and I are going to be playing 2 cards. He goes first. He's going to play 1 here and 1 here. If he wants, he can place 1 face down and put we get 2 traps each round that we get to use. He could place his trap token on there, and basically whoever takes that has to take it face down into their selection area and leave it that way until the end of the round. You have no idea if you got something good or bad. The only bad cards in this version are the calamity cards. You can't get rid of them. Once you've got them, and they're -4 points at the end of the game for each one you have. So, but you could also be bluffing and be putting a good card under there for yourself that you know that he may not take that. So you have 2 to work with, so you're going to have 1 calamity card that you need to pass off on your opponent. Sometimes no one ends up taking it, because there will always be 2 cards left at the end of the round that no one takes. It just goes to the discard pile.
Well, for the most part, it all depends where you put your cards.
Right. And you could put your cards, you could put them all on one side. You could put 1 and 1. It's your choice where you want to place your 2 cards. You just have to put them in one of the 2 areas, or 1 in each of the 2 areas. And then just know that your opponent is going to be selecting. You have to take all the cards on each side. So they're going to be selecting which offerings they want to take and put in their selection area. Later in the round, we will then be choosing which ones to recycle for resources and which ones to put in our construction area to try to complete, to put over here. So once you complete one, so here's, say this is my construction area. I've gained enough resources to complete that one. So you put the resources back in the supply, and you just put your cards on the very top of your duchy. This is your duchy. And for this one, there's no production that I get, but I immediately get 2 soldiers for completing that. So I would just put 2 soldiers over here in my area. And as you know, you need 15 to get the final quest. This is also worth 6 victory points at the end of the game. So I immediately know I have 6 points at the end of the game. The little symbol at the bottom right is the type of card that it is. And my character... I need to flip it over. I had it on the wrong side. The duchies are 2-sided. If you want to go simple, and collect resources only, you would choose that side. We chose the side where you get in-game bonuses based on the type of card you construct that matches. So my duchy gives me 3 of the gray materials and 1 gold every production. And then I also get 2 points for every card of that type that I've constructed at the end of the game. So for this one, that would be 2 points plus the 6 victory points that it's worth. So, and Anthony's, his likes this type of card, the blue, the little ones with the little blue chest. He gets 2 points for every type of that card that he's constructed in his area. And he gets a blue resource and 3 gray materials every production phase. So your duchy helps you in get a little head start on production, and you want to kind of pay attention to get those type cards if you can. And there's cards, some of these cards as well, like this one gives you 4 times 4 points for each of those type cards. So
in the bottom left.
The development cards also have those in-game bonuses for certain types of cards, which is nice. So you can really rack up some points if you do a good job in selecting certain types of cards that play well with each other. Did I forget anything?
And these little circular things are used for the quest.
Yeah, I did show that. I didn't show your gray ones, but we have them that match our
color,
our duchy.
Did you show the how when Supremacy, how it goes
I did
to
not.
1?
So there's 2 things I didn't say. The Supremacy is when during the production phase, you're going to be going 1 by 1. Start with gray, then purple. If you complete a card during the production phase, say I completed this one during the production phase. Before, like say, let me find a better example. Oh, here we go. So this one calls for 3 of the materials. You're going to be able to complete that as soon as you get your production of your gray materials, and they're first. So you've completed that one, you would put it over here. You can't collect this one, this material, in the production phase because that one's technically already passed. But as you go down 1 by 1, you can see there's a blue one on this card. You can collect that one during that same production phase because you have a card constructed for a material that we hadn't got there yet. You go 1 by 1 in order. So it's pretty cool if you can complete those during the production cycle, and if it has one that we haven't came across yet. If you don't have a card to put a resource on, like if there's no resource up here for an item that you've produced, it goes here in your alchemy section of your duchy. Once you put them on there, they cannot be moved. Any resource you place on a card cannot be moved until it's served its purpose.
Unless for the...
I was going to get there.
Oh.
Unless, so... You're making me lose my train of thought. Okay, so the alchemy section is where you put resources that have nowhere to go at the moment. As soon as you have 5, you need to put them in the supply, and you trade it in for a red crystallium cube. The red one is wild, and it also does not need to be placed on a card right away. You can place it to the side and keep it for later. That's the only resource that you can do that for. Any others you collect either have to go on your alchemy or one of your production cards or development cards that you're constructing. There is an exception to the alchemy rule, not being able to move the cubes off of there until you're trading them in for the crystallium crystal. On these quests, you can use resources that you collect and resources that are in your alchemy section of your duchy, only for the quest module. It's an override of the basic rule. So, like here, you would need to pay 4 of the purples to complete this quest, and you gain 2 of these crystallium cubes. So for those, you can use your alchemy cubes. Other than that, the rule is once it's on a card, it can't be moved, is the default rules. And I think, and then the supremacy.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
During the production level, you're going to be calling out how many you collected. So say during this production phase, Anthony collected 3 purple, but I only collected 2. He has supremacy, so he gets to take a soldier and put it in this area here. It's like a half a soldier, I guess. It's processing. And then the next time he gets supremacy, he gets to move it over as a full soldier to use in his playing area.
And it's normally determined by actually the cards, the resource cards that...
Right. It's the resources you're producing off constructed cards and our duchies. So you collect off your duchy and any cards that you've constructed above it in the production level. Of course, you can see in the first round, we're pretty much, probably for the most part, only going to be collecting our duchy resources. It's rare that you're able to complete a development card in that first round. It does happen, but it's rare. Okay, so I believe we're ready to start the game.
My turn.
And we'll be explaining it as we go. So Anthony's straight up. Obviously, one of those is the Calamity. I just need to decide which one I think it may or may not be, or which one of these cards is more valuable to me. So I am going to... Actually, the quest we had, now I think about it, was harder. Remember, you had to have 2 of these type cards and 10 soldiers. So
I don't know. Those soldiers are hard to get.
Okay, so I'm going to choose this one because of the in-game points. If I construct these with the little purple icon, they're 3 points times each of them. So he's probably put his... Guessing that's where he put the Calamity. But this card is easy to complete, and it's the type of card I need for my duchy. So I'm going to put this over in my selection area, and I put the trap card over here because I can't look at it till the end of the round. And now I'm going to be placing 2 cards. Make it interesting.
Wow, look at you go.
So hopefully, no matter what, you're going to get a Calamity. Obviously, that's the Calamity because he didn't want to take it.
Again, this one doesn't benefit me.
Well, how do you know if those benefit you?
Well, I'm sure they benefit me more than what I was given there.
Okay, so the trap tokens are turned over, showing that they've been used. He really wants me to take that Calamity. That's mean. That's mean. So he's forcing me to take all those. Obviously, that's the bad one. And these are my selection area cards. So, okay, so I need to put 2 cards down. Ones that I think he won't want, hopefully. So I kind of have an advantage already. He's only collected 3 cards. Even though I've got a Calamity, I know I have a Calamity, obviously. I have more cards to choose from to trade in for resources or construct. So, pretty cool.
That's it, isn't it?
No, we keep playing cards.
Oh.
You get to choose one more time. Let's say it's a no-brainer. So these 2 weren't selected, so they go in the discard pile. And we'll be putting up cards next round. But right now, we do our selection phase. We flip over.
I don't know if anyone's ever seen
the cards they gave us.
What's that cartoon? Oh, come on.
Oh, yeah. The Mr. Bump series.
Yeah.
Oh, what a Calamity.
Our son used to watch that cartoon a lot.
So every time I hear Calamity, I hear that all the time because he watched it a lot. We have this DVD. He watched it over and over.
Yeah, we have this series.
So the Calamity, I can't do anything about. So it goes in my constructed area. The rest of them, I get to choose whether I want to recycle. And this is a simultaneous thing. The treasures, all you can do is recycle for resources. So taking those 2. Actually, I'm going to do that in a minute because I would want to choose a card to try to construct first.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah, okay.
I'm going to do this one, even though it takes 2 soldiers. Actually, no. Okay, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to do that because I don't have a card to really use that for. I'm going to put that one in my construction area. Trade this one in for a resource. Okay.
It's going to be a minute.
Sorry, I'm trying to decide. Try to construct that one. Trade that in for a resource. Trade this one in for a resource. And definitely going to try to construct that one. And this one, I'm trade it in for a resource.
All right.
Okay, so we've selected and recycled. So next we go to, it's called the production phase. So we start with the materials, which are the gray little axes. So our Dutches automatically get us 3. We don't have anything constructed, so we only collect what's on our Dutchie. We both collected 3. So we place these on our cards. The cool thing is I was able to complete this one. So that was an easy one to complete. So this one goes into my production or constructed area. So when we get to the gold, I will be able to collect 2 gold during the production phase. Okay, so next we're going for the purples. I don't have any. He doesn't produce any. The yellows, I produce 1, 2, 3.
So you get your...
So I get Supremacy, and I put that in the little processing area is what I call it. So put these on my cards that I'm constructing. Okay, next is the blue. I don't get any blue. He gets 1 blue.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets Supremacy in the blue. And then that's it for the production phase. Then we deal a card up. We deal 7 more and 1 calamity for round 2.
Oh, calamity.
And we move the round tracker, the second round, which means red player goes first this round. So I'm going to be placing 2 cards down here at the same time, paying attention to what I'm trying to gather.
My turn?
Mm-hmm. You're so obvious. You're so obvious.
Am I?
Yes, you are. Why would you turn that face up? You're so mean.
I want you to know what you're getting.
Uh-huh.
Tough choice, tough choice. Aren't they exactly the same?
Yep. Oh, wait. You gotta put... I'm thinking.
Oh, yeah, I have to
No,
grab.
you already grabbed. You just gotta put cards down. I missed it. I was thinking it was done. Forgot you still have 2 cards you had to put down.
You sure?
Yep.
That was my turn, Brad.
No, you already grabbed. You just grabbed. You just never put your cards down.
Oh.
Okay, so now we see what we've got. I've got 2 calamities that time. He plays dirty.
Hey, I showed you what it was.
Uh-huh. All right, so now we're on the selection phase, or they call it the planning phase. So, and that's a simultaneous action. So I collect those 2 yellows. Or do I want to collect those yet? Wait, you got to do it in order. Make sure you do it in order. So I'm going to put those there for construction. Then I'm going to collect my 2 yellows. Construct this one. Then we'll turn these 2 in for resources. It'll be 2 blue.
These 2 in for resources.
Okay, and I'll trade this one in for a resource, and I completed another card.
So I finished this one.
So I now produce.
Make it 1 red.
This? Oh, that's purple.
Yeah.
And so this one is you get a purple cube for every one you have constructed of that card type, including the card that it's on. So if I construct more of these with the little blue chest, I will get an extra purple cube for each of those. So those are pretty cool, the ones that compile on top of each other. I have 1 more left. I'm going to go ahead and construct that one because that's an easy one with the resources that I get. Okay, so you made all your selections. So now we go to the production phase. So for the materials, I get 3.
I get 3.
Okay, so
I'm doing this one, so I finish
that
it.
one. Oh wait, yeah, I should do that. So finish this one. Actually, no. I'm going to do this one so I finish this one. Okay, now we're on the purple. I get 1 purple. You get any purple?
Yeah, I get 2.
So he got Supremacy. So he gets to put his soldier out. Do you have 2 soldiers already?
Yeah.
Okay, so I
had a card
completed this card. Okay, now we're on the gold. I get a total of 3 gold.
I get 1.
So I got Supremacy on the gold, so I get to pull my soldier out.
I finished this one.
And completed this card. And this one will have to go here. So, and this one I don't get anything, but it gets you 2 times an end game for each of these cards that you have. So I'll get additional in-game points for that, even though it doesn't produce anything and it didn't give me anything immediate. Okay. So now the blue.
I have 2.
I have 0. So you get Supremacy, so you get to put a soldier there. Okay.
That's it.
Let me see. And you can do these at any time. I was seeing if there's any I could do from my alchemy, but no. All right, so now we deal 1 face up on each side.
Oh, it's 3rd round.
Oh, yeah, and it is 3rd round. I am nowhere close to getting 15 soldiers. Okay, we may neither of us may win this game.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is my card. I never finished doing anything with it.
No, there's 2 here.
Oh, that's okay. Never mind. Duh. Oh, and then we need 1 calamity each. Okay, so Anthony goes first this round. Did I gain a soldier?
Yeah.
For this, I did not. I keep forgetting to gain those. That was my soldier for Supremacy. I'm horrible forgetting to do those little bonuses that you get.
All right, your turn.
Okay. I learned from the best.
You sure did.
How do you know which ones are you're constructing, which ones are your selection? Well, gee, I wonder what that one is. Okay. So...
My turn.
Mm-hmm. Wait. That's a good one.
It's a calamity.
Oh, I gotta put 2 down.
It's the word of the day.
Oh, what a calamity.
My turn?
Mm-hmm. Got like 2 down.
Alright, actually, let's see. Yep.
Oh, that's surprising. Okay, so now it's our selection phase, and now I got a calamity.
I know I got one too.
You got 2, didn't you?
Mm-mm.
Where did the other one go? Oh, there was only 2. What am I thinking? Never mind. Okay, so I have to build that one. Yeah, I don't see me getting 15 soldiers, but maybe.
This.
We'll trade all 3 of these in for this resource. Collected this one.
I should have done that.
So I get a crystalline. And this one goes here. Oh, and I can complete this one. Get a yellow and trade it in for crystalline.
3 yellow.
I'll do that one. Okay.
second. So do this one, so I get 3.
Wow.
Wonder if it's worth even trying.
I know we only have one more round and we need 15 soldiers. I have 2 and he has 6. So it's kind of the luck of the cards. There hasn't been many came out that give you a lot of soldiers. Not enough to give us 15.
All right.
Okay, so now it's the production phase. So I produce 4 of the materials. How many for you?
3.
So I get Supremacy. Just put one in.
Okay, so I'll finish this one.
Finish this card. And it's here. Okay, and now we're on to the purple. I get 1, 2 purples.
Actually, I'm going to do this. To finish this one, so I get 3 purples.
So you get 3 purple.
Yeah, 3 purples.
So that gives him Supremacy. And I'm going to use the crystal one to finish this one. And that gets me 4 soldiers. So he has 1 more soldier than me. Okay, and now we're on the yellow, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow.
I have 3.
So I get Supremacy on that, so now we're tied on the soldiers. I have 7 of these.
I don't have to sell these, do I? You just
Yeah,
need
you
5.
do. As soon as you get 5, you have to do the Crystallium. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to pay, oh, nice. Look, pay 5,
That's why I was hoping.
gain 4.
That's why I was
So I
hoping to
gain 7 right there. So I get 4 more soldiers. Nice. And then these 2 go
Okay, so
here.
I'm this one then. Actually, no. I'm keeping that. In case I need that 5.
So I need 4 more soldiers to be able to win the game. If I have the most points. I'll win it by default if he can't get his soldiers. But shoot. So we're on round 4, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so we put 1 up. And let's see.
Confused.
So we're hoping for soldiers to be able to collect more soldiers on these for completing cards.
Right.
You can see we're producing quite a few resources. It's just a matter of being able to complete the cards now. So this is when you have to do a lot of strategizing this last round and the cards that you choose. So I go first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I had the most blue, didn't I?
What?
Oh. I don't know if I...
Did we do blue? I don't think we did blue, did we?
No.
Okay. So I don't collect any blue. So yeah. You would get Supremacy. How many blue do you get?
2.
Sorry. Put the other one on your Alchemy.
Yeah, I was wondering.
That gets you 2 more soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know I'm not going to tell you. You scared?
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously I'm taking those.
Actually, no, I'm doing this one.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This one.
All right.
Okay, so we flip over our demise here. Okay, I have a lot of calamities. I have 20 negative points just in calamities. Okay, so this one. Oh wait, I need to put my thing on there. I can't do it again. Realize that. How many do I need? One more. these. Trade these in for a red one. And put that right there.
Oops.
Completed that one. Gets me 3 soldiers.
You have 15, don't you?
I will. I need one more.
All right. Yeah, I'll begin mine.
Trade these in. Blue and yellow. Okay.
Right.
So now we're on the production phase. I get 3, 4, 5.
I get 3.
So I get Supremacy and
2 of these.
here. Purple. I get 2 purple. How many purple do you get?
3.
You get Supremacy.
I already moved mine from.
Oh, okay.
So I gotta get do my purple.
Yellow. Get 7 yellow.
Oops.
So I completed these 2 cards. So I get 5 soldiers. What if there's not enough soldiers?
Okay, so I get 3 yellows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't put these in here.
So there's not enough soldiers. And I get the Supremacy.
I get 1. Oh. Well, I'm trading these for 5 soldiers.
There's not any there. But it did say the resources weren't meant to be.
All right, so I have enough of the.
Yeah, we both have enough soldiers. They said the resources
so I
weren't
have
meant to
5
be limited.
extra.
That you should just take another resource, I think.
So I have 17.
Is there enough soldiers for us to each get 15?
I don't know. If you were hogging all of them.
15. How many do you have actually over there?
I have 12, but technically I have 17.
So there's not enough for each of us to get 15.
Mm-hmm.
Is that part of what this game is meant to make it word?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, actually, you have 12. Oh, yeah, there's exactly enough for each of us to get 15. Okay, so the yellows go here. Okay, now we're on blue.
I get 1, 2, 3, 4.
No blue.
4.
And there's no soldiers. It doesn't matter at this point. Okay, so
Scoring.
now we do the in-game scoring.
Oh.
We both did get our 15. Okay.
I think you won.
I don't know. I think it's going to be close. So I have negative 20 for my calamities. How many calamities do you have?
12.
So he's negative 12. So then you count only the cards that don't have additional, like, multiply by a certain type of card. You only count the in-game points that are just straightforward. So 2, 4, 8. So I have 13.
8.
Okay, so now we calculate the ones that are multiplied by the purple, the number of purples you have. So 2 times 2. I have 4 for the purple.
4.
Okay, for the yellows, okay, so I have 1, 2, 5, and I have 4 times 5. So I get 20 for the yellows.
0.
For the blues,
I have 4.
that's it?
Mm-hmm.
Really? And you did this one?
Oh, this one counts. Oh, yeah. Does this one count too? This
No.
One? Yeah. So 2, 4.
Wow. Okay, so these are offset, so I have 21 points.
I got 4 points.
Something really quick.
Four.
Okay, so, oh wow. So it's 21 to 4, my favor.
That was a lot closer to the first game.
But we really like this game. It's a lot of fun.
That 15, wow, that was hard to get to.
Yeah, last game we were like that too. We're like, there's no way we're going to get enough soldiers.
Yeah.
But somehow you always pull it off in the end. The last game we had to get 10 soldiers and 2 of the purple cards constructed.
That was a lot easier.
We each have 2 constructed this time, but he was down to the wire on his second purple because you got to count on them coming out and you being able to get them. And when that's the end goal, your opponent is trying not to allow you to have those. So
that's when you put Calamity.
But yeah, this game has a lot of strategy, and the modules make it very replayable because within each module, there's also a lot of choices because I think there's 4 different quests to choose from. In the Menace deck, it's a huge deck, so there's a lot of Menaces you can choose from, I believe, and then the advisors use that same Menace deck, but they act as advisors. So, yeah, this game
I think advisor has his own deck.
Does it?
Yeah, it's the green.
Oh, okay. So there's a lot of ways to play this game depending on the type of gameplay you like. This one's the more laid-back version. The only take that is the calamities. So
and we love take that. That's actually our favorite mechanic.
We would probably love the Menace one, but we wanted to show the easiest one for this video because there's several we saw that are showing the Menace. So you can kind of get a good feel from watching all the different videos of the different ways you can play this game. I think this game will probably be highly rated.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a lot of fun. It's a great 2-player game. Excellent 2-player game. So hopefully our video helped you to decide whether this is a game you would enjoy. We will put the link in the description. We hope you enjoyed our video. Please give us a like. Feel free to leave a comment. If not already, please subscribe to our channel. We are growing quickly, and it's really exciting. We can't wait now. Our next milestone is 4,000 subscribers, so we're really excited for when we reach that milestone. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you next time.